Hey everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out the channel. It's Riley at Crushing Cardboard here, and today we have a very exciting video. We have Ikoria Lair of Behemoth, the new Magic set in paper. Very exciting. We know that it's already been on Magic Online and Magic Arena for some time already, probably about a month or so, but regardless, it's in paper, it's very exciting, and we're going to open up some packs today. But first, I'd like to throw a shout out to my man Tyler for sponsoring this video. He's now on Instagram under Freshness Friday. I'll put a link in the description. Make sure to go check him out. He has a new graphic design Instagram for a new graphic coming out every Friday. They're cool. They're really sweet looking. He sent me some previews. Go to his Instagram page and he can show you himself. Now, we're going to bring it down to the top down. We're going to open up some Ikoria packs and see what sweet stuff is hiding in the Lair of Behemoths. Let's check it out. In today's opening, we're going to be using the beautiful Lizard of the Five Rings Crane Clan mat. Absolutely love this mat. Absolutely gorgeous. So we got a fat pack here. Thank you again, Tyler. Let's rip this puppy open and see what sick stuff is in this. We're gonna go over the contents of the fat pack, of course, not just rip through the packs. See what we get in these things. I doubt anything has changed, but it's nice to check it out. There's that anti-theft magnet that we love. That box full of stuff. Here's another kind of box with nothing in it. Just the friggin', I don't really know if this is like actually meant to be used for a box or if it's meant to just like be to make the box look bigger or whatever, but let's get that out of there. We have a little insert on how to use the new mechanic of mutate. Sweet. I mean, I guess we could take a little look at this, but that's pretty straightforward. What is this? I guess these things, I've never really actually looked at these, but you can unfold the wrapper. It comes a poster. It's actually pretty sweet. Got Vivian and that big bear dragon looking thing. It's pretty dope. Hang that on your wall if you want, if you so choose. But here's the real juice as I make my camera shake. The real reason why we're here. Slide that puppy off. Alright, it's just, look at that, all that empty space for just this one die, but I do like this die. It's red and blue. See if we can see that really well. That's pretty sweet. Go over to the set symbol. Got the Behemoth's eye right there. It's pretty sweet. Can't really tell, but it's blue in the numbers. It's red and blue. It's really nice. It's got like this kind of. It's almost kind of clear. It's like marbly, red and blue marble. I like how they made the die bigger too. Much better. And we got some land packs. So we get oh sweet. Okay, so we have 20 non-foil basic lands, and we have an alt art foil colossification. Let's open this up. And so we have a full art. I mean, not a full art. An alternate art foil colossification right there. It's pretty cool. 7 mana enchant creature. When colossification enters, that's a weird word to say. When colossification enters the battlefield, enchanted creature. Tap the enchanted creature and it gets +20/+20. It's a big number, but 7 mana, so it's not really. I don't think we're casting this anytime soon. But if I ever had this thing played against me, I'd probably lose. But tapping the creature is a big crutch, and we get all these really nice, shiny, basic lands. Cool. Now packs. That's what we really. Oh, what are these? Oh, they gave us. I didn't know this. I didn't see this. This is sweet. So they made counters. Now that we're doing keyword counters, we have is that upside down? Yeah, okay, my bad. We have menace, first strike, hexproof, lifelink, reach, and a +1/+1 counter. +1/+1 counter is kind of silly, is because we can use dice for that, but die for that. But that's really sweet. Oh, and on the other side we have the other ones. I didn't even notice that. Trample, flying. There's 2 flying ones on there. There's a white flying, there's a blue flying, there's death touch, vigilance. The +1/+1 is double-sided, so that's pretty sweet. Well done, Wizards. That's pretty cool. And they're actually good quality too. They're like actually like hard cardboard, good like board game counters. So that's real nice. Didn't know they were doing that. That's real sweet. And a little how planeswalkers work and how attacking, blocking tip card works. We don't really need that. Another tip card. We don't need that. And here's the goodness. We got 10 packs of Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. I'm a big fan of how these packs look. They're like a rose red metallic rose red. I like that. It looks really sweet. And of course I got my girl Viv right there on the front. So without further ado, let's start cracking open some packs, huh? So since this has been out for a little while, I don't really feel the need to go over many of the cards, just because, like, for the most part, we're all going to know what they are. But see if we can get any sweet alternate arts of any kind here. Let me just zoom this in just a little bit. Yeah, but what? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. So we got Memory Leak, Tentative Connection, Light of Hope, One Mind rather, Dark Bargain, Cloud Piercer, Honey Mammoth. Oh, cool. So these are just slotted into the common slots. I didn't even know they were going to do that. So we have an alternate art Vulpikeet. That's really sweet. I'm a big fan of this like comic book style art they did. I'm not too high on the Godzilla stuff. I mean, I get it. It's sweet. It's wicked cool to have Godzilla on cards, but there's also like 17 different cards that just say Godzilla X name here. I'm a big fan of the comic book style, cartoony sort of artwork. This is really sweet. Vulpikeet. It's also a very good card in limited too. The card's very powerful and limited, so tuck that right over there. Ram through. Okay, now we're on the uncommon. So we got Rogran Crystal, Easy Prey. I like this card too. That's Parcel Beast. I don't just looking at that for a second. Maybe look at it kind of weird. I think it's because the mutate text box is clear. And we got a Hunted Nightmare. It looks like we have a foil in this pack too. This Hunted Nightmare is a very good card. It's a 3-mana 4/5 with Menace. I'll go over the rares. Like, I'll just go over the rares and some like the playable uncommons, I suppose. Hunted Nightmare. It's double black, black, one of any for a 4/5 with Menace. So it's a 3-mana 4/5 with Menace. So we know there has to be some kind of drawback. When Hunted Nightmare enters the battlefield, target opponent puts a Death Touch counter on a creature they control. So why I like this card is because in the sideboard of like a control deck, in the sideboarding against control decks, excuse me, that just don't plan on playing creatures and just plan on playing planeswalkers and removal spells in a classic control deck with no creatures in it. This card's perfect. Just curve it out on turn 3. They have nothing to give Death Touch, and you just start punching them. And if they can't deal with this thing, they're on a clock, and they got to deal with it quick. I'm a big fan of Hunted Nightmare. And on the back, oh my God! Whoa! Thanks, Tyler. Whoo! That is sick. A foil Luminous Broodmoth, and there's still another card in this pack. I think it's a land actually, so that's just never mind. But anyways, a foil Luminous Broodmoth. This card is my favorite card in the entire set. We got a foil of it. Thanks, Tyler. We're already off to a great start. First pack, Luminous Broodmoth. This is amazing. I'm just gonna pop this puppy in a sleeve really quick. Oh man, and in the back we have Jungle Hall. Oh yeah, okay. So we have the common life lands in here too. Ends battlefield tap, gain a life, adds one of 2 colors. Solid, really good that they're doing that more. We're gonna be using our headless Dragon Hunter Halloween Dragon Shield sleeves today. Good stuff. Throw this Hunted Nightmare into a sleeve too. Whew, foil Broodmoth. That is one heck of a start, everybody. So let's just lay these down here. All right, next pack. Way to start it off. I'm wicked amped now. And that's in the back. Oh, cool. Human Soldier tokens. Sweet. All right, new token lineup too. Kind of forgot about that. All right, so let's go through these. Frenzied Raptor, Frost Lynx, Glooming Pangloin, Pyroceratops. That card's really sweet. Evolving Wilds, Convolutes, Main Several, Fertile Farfinder. Cool. Adventurous Impulse, Solid Footsteps. Into the Uncommons, Migration Path. This card's very playable. It's a Explosive Visitation, 3 of any, 1 green sorcery. Search your deck for 2 basic lands, put them into play tapped, or you could pay 2 colorless mana and discard it to draw a card, otherwise known as Cycling. Very, very good card. Big fan of this card for Constructed. Trumpeting Gnar, decent. 3 mana, 3/3 makes tokens, pretty solid. Sanctuary Smasher, okay. Oh, Bosh, the Prey Piercer. Another really good rare. First off, everybody who knows what the companion keyword is, which I'm sure most of you do, it was a mistake. I'm just going to say that right now for all you guys to hear me say. It was a mistake. This is another really powerful card to be playing in Standard right now. And a Plains. So I'm going to throw this Obosh into a sleeve. Set that right down there. Excellent. Next pack. We got Vivian. Hopefully we can get a Vivian in here too. That'd be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet. Oh wow, they give you that. Oh okay, so this is just card form. I was thinking if they actually gave you the cardboard version, that would make the packs pretty heavy. But yeah, it's this paper version. Solid. Unexpected Fangs. We're just going to start. I'm not even going to name them off. I'm just going to go through all the commons because no one really cares about those, to be perfectly honest with you, unless they're playable, which I haven't seen any yet. Essence Scatter. Very happy to have this back. Speaking of playable commons. 2 mana counter target creature spell. A+. Play this all the time. Uncommons. Neutralize. Another very good counter spell. 2 blue, 1 of any instant. Counter target spell. Cycling for 2 colorless mana. Discard it to draw a card. Always has utility. Hardly ever dead. It's really good. Chittering Harvester. It's fine. Big fan of this. I'm a pretty decent fan of this card in Limited. It's pretty sweet. If you're able to slap it down on turn 5, you have a 4/6 that your opponent has sacrificed one of their creatures. It's decent. Back for more. I like this card. 6 mana, instant speed. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And when you do, it fights up to 1 creature you do not control. So you were able to turn this into a removal spell to get back a big bomb that was taken out earlier in the game. Or if you just milled off a big bomb yourself, like I like this card in most Reanimator decks. And a Cub Warden. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. I've been putting this in my sideboards. And just being able, just playing it as a 4 mana 3/5 for a single white, or just being able to mutate it to get tokens is amazing. Honestly, just being able to slap this down against a red-black deck or a mono-red deck and they have to deal with a 3/5 is already hard enough, and it has lifelink. I honestly haven't played a game against a red deck that if they don't combo off before I get this thing into play, there's no way I'm slowing down. I'm just gaining back so much life they can't deal with it. It's 3/5. They have nothing that can kill it. I love Cub Warden. Probably one of my favorite cards in the set. Next. Let's just go through all these and make it rain. Whatever. See you later. See you later. All right. And we got, all right, Huntmaster Liger. It's fine. 4 mana, 3/4 mutates, gives us +X/+X. It's fine. Lead the Stampede. I like that this card got a reprint. It's decent. I don't really know what I'd play it in, but it's fine. Sanctuary Lockdown. This is another really sweet human anthem. Or like human buff cards, 2 of any in a white for an enchantment. All humans you control get +1/+1. You can pay 2 colorless mana, tap 2 untapped humans you control to tap target creature an opponent controls. It's not great. I'll be honest with you, it's really not great. There's definitely better options, but if you're playing a lot of humans and you need another anthem and you want to get cute by making a bunch of tokens and tapping down their big stuff, sure, have at it. Personally, I don't think it's that great. Oh, sick! Emergent Ultimatum. This has been a pretty solid fat pack so far, gonna be honest, seriously. Emergent Ultimatum. The ultimatums are back, y'all. We get the cons ultimatums, or the wedge ultimatums, whatever you want to call them, or as they're probably now known better as, the triome ultimatums. This thing is sweet. 7 mana, double black, double blue, triple green. Search your deck for up to 3 mono-colored cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards. Shuffle that card back into your library. You may cast the other cards without paying their mana cost. And then exile Emergent Ultimatum as it resolves. That's insane. There are plenty of things you can do with this card. This card is an absolute house. I love all the ultimatums. This one's one of my closer top 3. But all of them in their own right are amazing. A Plains and a Beast Token. Look at that. That's just bonkers. I love this new Beast Token. It's beautiful. All right, so we're on a pretty solid run here. We have what, 6 packs left? 6 packs left. Tyler, man, me and you gotta go to Vegas, but you're gonna play all the games with my money. Just saying. All right. Let's get through these commons. Oh yeah, really quick. I just saw this in there. Whisper Squad. I hate this thing. Like, why does it put it into play? Like, why? Really? Like, I was like super low on this card. I'm just like, you can't have as many as you want. You only play 4. It comes into play tapped. It's like, it's fine, but whatever, you know. But I've gotten blown up by this card in cat combo. It's kind of annoying, but. Keep it going, keep it going. Mystic Subdual. Chain of feature gets -2, -0, and lose all abilities. For Flash, it's okay. Reptilian Reflection, I'm going to talk about that card. Cunning Nightbringer. I thought this card was really going to be really good, but turns out I was very wrong because the cards in the Flash decks don't really have too many cards that have the keyword Flash in it. It's just a bunch of counter spells and like 3 creatures that actually have Flash on it, and most of them need too many colored mana in order to get this thing to work out well. But I still think it's a fine card. 2-mana 2/2 with Flash, it's fine. It's okay. Whew, the Ozolith. This card is getting some insane hype right now. I don't really know what people are doing with it. I haven't really done too much research on what the hype around this card is, but all I know is it's a 1-mana artifact that does stuff, so that's pretty dangerous. And a Rugged Highlands. Sorry about that, everyone, but my camera died. But it's all charged up now, and let's get back to it. We have 5 packs left, so let's get it going. Alright, let's get straight back to the... There we go. Alright. Pouncing Shoreshack. This card's actually really sweet. A 5-mana 4/3 with Flash. When it mutates, you can return a creature your opponent controls back to their hand, and it mutates for 3 and a blue. So this is one of those very high value picks in limited. For me anyway, I believe this card is just absolutely insane. I would play. I would play this even if it didn't need to be mutated. If it was this 5-mana 4/3 bounce thing with Flash, would be insane, honestly. But yeah, but it mutates and it's just as good. Crystal, Regal Leosaur. I like this card. This card's pretty sweet. It's a very niche mutate-ish because it's Boros and it's kind of. I mean, it's fine. I mean, usually with white weenie decks, at least recently, there've been a lot of humans in them, so you can't really rely on something like this. But it could happen. Card's really sweet. Oh. Dang! What do you mean? Nethroi Apex of Death. Alternate art. Full art. Oh my god. That's gorgeous. Alright, let's go over this puppy really quick. This is my favorite one, too. This is my favorite Apex. This is amazing. So, okay, let's get into this. It's green, white, and black, and 2 colorless. For a legendary creature, Cat Nightmare Beast. With Death Touch and Lifelink. It's a 5/5. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of creatures from your graveyard with power 10 or combined power 10 or less and put them into play. And it mutates for 4 of any, black, and a green or white. This card is absolutely amazing. I've brewed with this card so many times on Arena. The fact that I have a real one that's an alt art from my collection. This is easily the best fat pack I have ever opened. Thanks again, Tyler, you're the man. So I definitely got to sleeve this bad boy up. Next, Shiny Swamp. Solid. And an island. And a dinosaur token. I cannot believe this fat pack. This is absolutely incredible. I can't believe this isn't... We still have 4 packs left. That's amazing. Alright, so we have a... Oh, what is that? Oh, this is the companion token. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen this yet. That's pretty gnarly. I like that. Alright, so let's just cut out these commons here, because I'm pretty sure we've talked about the only ones we want to talk about. We have an Ivy Elemental. Oh yeah, let's talk about Ivy Elemental really quick. Definitely one of the better cards to be played. When this card first came out, I kind of passed it over. I'm like, okay, we have Ivy Elemental back. It's cute. It's whatever you want it to be, really. X in green for a 0/0 comes in with X +1/+1 counters on it. I didn't even think at first of how insane this thing is with mutate creatures, because the mutate creatures just keep the counters on them. So you play this thing as like a 4/4, and then you mutate over it, and the thing that comes up, let's say you mutate Nethroi onto it, then you have a 9/9 with Death Touch and Lifelink, and you bring a crap ton of creatures back from the graveyard. Nuts. I think this is probably one of the better sets for Ivy Elemental to make an appearance in. Another one of my favorite cards from the set, Call of the Death Dweller. This card's really sweet. It's 2 colorless and a black for a sorcery. Return up to 2 target creatures return up to 2 target creatures with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a death touch counter on one of them and a menace counter on either one of them. So this card is definitely high value, I think, for like a very low to the ground aggressive deck. I've been seeing it play. I've been seeing decks brew with it for like Death Shadow and even like humans maybe. This card's really sweet. I think this card is definitely a very high power level for its cost. Swallow Hole. It's a really weird sorcery speed. Wait, is this the thing that? Yeah. Okay, so this is a really weird path to exile that you. Tap an untapped creature you control, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, and you exile target creature. It's fine. It's a sorcery. It costs 1. Has some drawbacks. It's not great. Honestly, it's really not great. Whoa! Shark Typhoon, Sharknado. Always happy to see a Sharknado. This card's crazy. 5 of any in a blue for an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying. That's right, everybody. We have flying sharks in Magic now, and a Sharknado. They actually literally made a Sharknado in Magic. That's just bonkers. And it also has, it has cycling X1 blue. I could not get through that, X1 blue. Whenever you cycle it, on top of the card you draw, you make an XX blue shark. Flying shark. So that's really sweet. No matter any point in this game, this card has some sort of value to it. And a Baron Bloodfell Caves. Three more. That is a Human Soldier token. These are a bunch of commons. Alright. Jubilant Skybonde. This card's pretty sweet. 3 mana, 2/2 flyer. Any creatures you control with flying that are targeted by a spell your opponent casts cost 2 more. It's cool. It protects your flying guys. It's fine and limited. It's nothing too crazy. A crystal, 3 mana, the 3 mana add a color of whatever corresponding colors they are, they're fine. Momentum Rumbler. This card I think is actually pretty interesting. When it attacks, if it doesn't have first strike, give it first strike. When it attacks, if it has first strike, give it double strike until end of turn. So that's pretty sweet. You put the first strike counter on it, then it's always a 4 mana 3/3 with first strike right as soon as it attacks. And later it's a 4 mana 3/3 that keeps gaining double strike. That can get pretty scary pretty quick. Not gonna lie. Song of Creation. This card is actually really interesting. This is a very, very weird build around me type card, but it's insanely powerful. Green, blue, red, 1 of any for an enchantment. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever you cast a spell, draw 2 cards. At the beginning of your end step, discard your entire hand. Now, the first 2 are so insane that the last line had to be put on there. I'm a big fan of this card. I just don't really know how to really work with it. I've definitely been told, by a few of my friends that this card in like Teamer Adventures is just nuts because you just put everything in the adventure zone and you draw all these cards and you have all these. You basically just have like you keep your hand in exile because all your adventure stuff is in exile, ready to become creatures. So in that case, this card's really sweet. And if you get low enough where you discard 2 or less cards a turn. This card's sick. This card's really, really niche, but also very powerful. All right, we got 2 more packs left. I don't even know what can make this thing any better. Like a foil Planeswalker, maybe, or an alt art Planeswalker. That would be really. Would probably make this insane. By probably, I mean definitely will make this insane if we're able to. Even just another mythic. Even just like 1 more mythic would be absolutely bonkers because this is insane value already. Exuberant Wolf Bear. Look at that thick boy. Thicky boy. Exuberant Wolf Bear is another favorite of mine for limited. It's a 4 mana 4/4 in green. This is already a good value. Whenever Exuberant Wolf Bear attacks, you may change the base power and toughness of target human you control to Exquisite Wolf Bear's power and toughness until the end of turn. So you just make any human you have into a 4/4, and if you're able to make this bigger, the human becomes bigger, which is, like, I love this card. I will play this card in all of my green decks for limited. Void Beckoner. It is a 8 mana 8/8 with Death Touch cycling 3. This is one of the alt art. This is an alt art, but it's one of those the Godzilla cards. The Void Death's Void or whatever it's called. I'm not sure exactly, but it's an 8 mana 8/8 with Death Touch. Extremely redundant. It cycles for 3. You could draw a card and put a I'll put a Death Touch card on a creature you control. I would so much rather do that than try to get to a point where I'm casting an 8 mana 8/8 with Death Touch. What is this killing that it's not killing already? With the, like, what is the Death Touch killing this thing is it killing already? Like, come on. Boneyard Lurker. This card's pretty sweet. It's a 4 mana 4/4. Again, already like power toughness equal to its cost. Already really good. It mutates for 4, so its cost actually gets better because it costs 2 of any and a black and a green. But the mutate cost is 2 of any black or green, black or green. So it's a lot easier to cast for the mutate side. You can play this in mono black or mono green on the mutate side, and it'll be fine. And whenever this creature mutates, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. And I don't know about you guys, but I think there's plenty of permanents that are doing more than spells right now. Oh, cool! Another Ultimatum. That's awesome. This is definitely in my top 3 as well. This is an insane one. Genesis Ultimatum. 3 blue, 2 green, 2 red. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put any number of permanent cards from among them into play, and put the other cards into your hand. Exile Genesis Ultimatum. Holy shnikes, that is absolutely insane. I play this card in Team or Ramp. I play this card in like all of my Brawl decks on Magic Arena. This card is absolutely nuts. I even played a draft where I pack one, pick one this thing, and just completely built around it, and I was even able to cast it a couple of times. Just getting to this kind of a mana cost in Limited is very, very difficult, but we did it and it felt amazing. And this card always feels amazing because even if you're drawing 5 lands, you're putting 5 lands into play, that's actually not that great, but it's fine. At this point, it's probably fine, right? It's fine. If you just hit top 5 cards of your deck or lands, it's never a problem, right? All right, last pack. What do we got? Honestly, I'm so satisfied with this Fat Pack. I mean, like, I got some of my favorite cards in the set. This is just nuts, but let's see what we can wrap up the day with. We got another Human Soldier token. This one I'll go through the whole thing. This is the end. Let's go through the whole thing. We have a Prickly Monkey. We have the Almighty Brushwag. Look at the might. Feel the might. Amazing. Feel that might as I toss it across the room. Haunted and Hampering Snare. Deadweight. Cathartic Reunion. Thing. A cat. A dude. A fungus. A flying cat. Alright, there we go. Uncommons. Alert Heedbonda. 3 mana 2/4 with Vigilance. At the end of your turn, gain 1 life for every creature you control with Vigilance. I'm a big fan of this thing because there's so many ways of giving Vigilance in the set. There's so many creatures with Vigilance. There's a bunch of ways to put Vigilance counters on creatures. This thing can turn a game around pretty quick. Like I don't know how many like drafts I've played on Arena where I just rip this thing and I'm able to come back into a game because I've been able to like slow my opponent down by gaining 2 life a turn. It's more than enough. Boon of the Wishgiver. 4 of any, blue, sorcery, draw 4 cards, cycle 1. Good late, good early, 1 copy in your control deck. It's pretty good. Flame Spill. This is one of the most unique cards I have ever seen in like my 17 years of playing Magic. I've lost count at this point. It's probably like 15. But anyway, Flame Spill. 2 of any in a red for an instant. Flame Spill deals 4 damage to target creature. Excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. It's Trample Burn. We finally have Trample Burn in Black Border Magic. That's awesome. Like I don't even like red cards, but I love this thing. This thing's amazing. Like, it brings me back to the days of Flame Javelin, where you played triple red to 4 damage to a creature or a player. Sure, this thing has to target the creature, and it's easier to cast, which is why it has to do that. But it's like this card's amazing. You can kill like an X1 and bolt them for 1 card, or you could it's just so flexible. I'm just a big fan of this card. I love this thing. It has so many uses. You can say I'm wrong. That's fine, but I think this card's absolutely incredible. I'm a big fan of this thing. Whoop. And to round it all off, we have an island in the back, so see you later. And a Whirlwind of Thought. This is another pretty wonky card. Blue, white, red, and 1 for an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. Pretty sweet. But the only reason I think this card cannot see any play is that there's another card in this set that has this exact same mana cost, and she's standing right there in this artwork. It's the Planeswalker Narset herself, and that card is so insane. I don't know about insane, but it's really, really sweet. So, Whirlwind of Thought, really sweet card. Could definitely find a spot somewhere, but as of right now, having the same mana cost as Narset makes it very difficult. Alright guys, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me today. This has been an amazing video and definitely one of my favorites so far. Thank you again, Tyler, for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to go check him out at Freshness Friday on Instagram. Again, I'm going to link it down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your favorite cards from Ikoria. Tell me what cards you thought were just a little bit too good to be seen in Standard. Was it Companion? Do you hate Companion? Do you love Companion? Let's talk about it. Hope everybody has a great day. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. And remember, wash your hands. Thanks everybody. I'll see you next time.